¿Alcanza a tomar? Ay, mira, dile papi. Mira si lo abrazaron.
Se va a parar.
¿Qué sí? No, que si no. Ayleen. Ayleen. Okay.
That back office, maybe you'll see it. We have a lot of lock boxes. Those lock boxes are part of operating a power plant. If you do any work on any unit here, you have to be able to lock up all your sources of energy. We've got high pressure natural gas. Obviously, that has to be handled in a safe manner. We've got high voltage electricity here. That's what we make. You've got a lot of water treatment chemicals that we use. Every one of these can be handled safely, but that's part of handling it safely, is to make sure you got qualified personnel operating, locking the stuff out, ensuring everybody's safe. Now we are an operating plant, and what we'll need to do when we go out into the field is we'll stay in the designated areas off to the side, and if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them out there to the best of my ability. But the key thing is to obviously please pay attention to where we're at. But like I said, I got the smart kids here, so shouldn't have a problem. Go through this real fast. Kill those lights over there. Okay. So real briefly, what we do, how we do it. High Desert Power. We were the 2003 Power Magazine Power Plant of the Year. That was of all the power plants in the United States. That was done for a reason. It's largely because of our zero liquid discharge. Makes us we were at that time very cutting edge environmentally, and other people have been following suit. 3-on-1 combined cycle, which means we have 3 gas turbines and a steam turbine. We make a little over 800 megawatts of power, and it's a zero liquid discharge facility. What we have here is the gas turbines are essentially a big jet engine, a really big jet engine. Rather than pushing an airplane through the air, they're turning a magnet. The magnet's making electricity. In addition to the power that we generate, we're taking the hot gas that would normally come out like out of a gas engine, capturing it, boiling water with it, and taking that steam that we make and turning another generator. And so that's where you get the 3 gas turbines on 1 steam turbine. Very efficient way of making power. About as efficient as it gets right now, considering waste issues. No, nuclear's more efficient. However, we haven't come to grips with nuclear in this country very well. So for the foreseeable future, gas turbines are a real good energy option. So what we do is we take gas from a big underground gas pipeline up in way past Utah, up in what's the next state, Wyoming, and comes all the way down up by 4 Corners there. We're underground again. We have a 30-mile pipeline that spurs off there, controlled by a satellite dish from Salt Lake City, and it goes to our gas turbines through all this piping. And there's a little control module there that sends all the signals back to the control room, to and from the control room. So the control room operator can see stuff. You guys will see all that in there on the computer displays. He can pull that up, see what's going on here, and make changes. Inside the gas turbine, the gas goes to the various stages of the turbine, and it lets an appropriate amount of air in to make it burn efficiently, similar to a car engine. That's what it would look like if you were to cut it open like a cake or something. You've got a part that spins on the inside, and you got a compressor section. The flame is in here in these combustors. That expanding gas out of the flames turns the turbine, and that turns the shaft, which turns the magnet. And there's a technician from Siemens during an outage when we have them all torn apart, and he's inspecting, looking to see what kind of damage or lack of there that he finds. We have to do that twice a year here because the fact you have a flame in there, a hot flame, it's going to do a certain amount of damage over time, microscopic cracks that need to be taken care of before they become less than microscopic. And this is the kind of damage they find. Here's a combustor basket. The unit is shut down. This is what they discovered. It actually, for whatever reason, that metal had started getting damaged. There's a crack that they found. This is routine inspection, but they discovered that part needed to be replaced. That's why we take the outage. We take them in the spring and fall during the time when we don't use near as much power. It's all scheduled through the California ISO. Electrical generation, transmission, and distribution, you see it in your house. Here's what's going on inside the turbine. You have a magnet, a large version of what you play with a little bar magnet, like a North Pole and a South Pole, a positive and a negative, and it goes past 3 stationary poles. As they come near each other, the resistance gets very high. The attraction or the repulsion gets very high as it goes past each one. What that produces is a positive and negative attraction there, and it goes through the 3 phases, A, B, C, A, B, C. That produces 3-phase power, and it does this 60 times a second, or 3,600 times a minute. We call it 3,600 RPMs. You get, if you look on your power at home, 60 hertz on everything. That's where the 60 hertz comes from. And anyway, we produce 15 kilovolts out of the gas turbines, 20 kilovolts out of the steam turbines. There are transformers that transform this to 230 kilovolts, which is a very efficient way to ship a lot of power, high voltage power, long distances. You have very few losses over the lines. And that's done right out here in the switch yard. This is the transformer, this is the switch yard. And this is an overhead view of the switch yard where it leaves our plant from. It heads out into the general population. Anybody here from Victorville? You know where Silverado High School is? Right there by Silverado High School, when you're going by, you'll see on Palmdale Road, there's a bigger yard that looks like this. And that's where it leaves here and it goes straight to there. It also goes from there to Lugo Substation, which is in Hesperia, and that goes down over the hill. If you're driving down through the Cajon Pass, you can see high voltage electrical lines. Okay, high voltage electrical lines. I talked about 3-phase power, A, B, C. That's how it's shipped, just like we made it, and it'll be distributed into your local neighborhood the same way. Little substations there. Here's some high voltage or high power users in industry that you might find, and of course Las Vegas uses its share of power. Here's a Simpson-like view of how it's made, transmitted, and transformed down into your house. And there's a map of the Western electrical grid, the various power lines we have. I've heard it defined as the largest machine in the world. And remember the blackouts back about 5 years ago in New York City and the large parts of the Northeast? It all happened in less than a second. It shows how they're all interconnected. Things, when they went wrong, it took that much out to prevent fires and damage. And then all these guys at the utilities were scrambling pretty hard to put things back together again. And it rarely happens, which shows it's a pretty reliable system. Here's a good example. I love this picture from the space shuttle. Night falling in the United States shows all the East Coast, all the power, all the lights coming on there, which gives a good demonstration of how much we use. The advantage of the common grid is we all back each other up. We're all tied to each other, and it provides.
Aquí estamos en la power plant. Ayleen. Ayleen. Ayleen.
Aquí me gustan tus lentes, dámelos.
Alberto, ¿no hay lente para más? ¿No hay nada más?
No, no te puedes llevar esto.
¿Cómo no? Venga.
No,
Venga, ya.
Ok, pues no me hagas caso.
Inside of there is where that gas turbine's at. It's a pretty small package that makes it just a bit of big jet engine.
Leti, mira la
Gray tube that you see coming out the top. Right there. That makes it a higher voltage power. Three lines coming vertically out of it, out into the yard. Next to a big ring bus. We have 4 power generators out of here. As you drive out of here, you'll see the power lines go down the road.
Haciendo frío, frío.
On gas, oil for water inside, all those tubes going up and down. It moves very little, but you see some. That's what you're seeing, all that heat. It looks like you're seeing, that's the heat that's coming out of the condenser that's been rejected to the cooling tower. Now on, we'll tell you about all the smoke you see coming out of it. I'll walk you guys over the water treatment plant real fast.
All right, we'll start with the kindergartens first. We have first one is our third place finisher. Even Dietz. Did I say everything right? All right.
You're going to give him, we ask if he wants to read his essay,
Okay.
which is right here. If he would like to read that, and that's his
award.
certificate with his award.
Okay. Well, here's turn around so you can get it. You show everybody first. Give me a picture.
Let's get your picture of it. Excellent. Give me a big smile. Oh, show us your
Show us
certificate.
your award. Show us your award.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
Turn around so you can get a picture.
Show us your pretty certificate.
Show the award. All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Big smile. Oh, excellent. Good girl. Do you want to read your essay
Read.
to everybody? You don't have to. You don't have to.
You can sit.
That's okay. You don't have to. We certainly won't make you read it.
Okay. Our first place winner wasn't able to make it this time, so we'll go off to the first and second grade.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Carla.
Thank you. I wanted to give you a new name, Carl. Sorry about that. Okay, and then we have Maddie. Kayla. I'm going to put Kayla. Kayla, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Para allá, camina para allá. Párate. Que si no a la calle. No a la calle, bebé. Párate. Párate. ¿Sí? Vámonos. No, Kelsey, no. Llévalo al baño, llévalo al baño. Llévalo al baño, corre. Corre, llévalo al baño. Thank you, mamá. Ahí déjalo ya, ahí déjalo. ¿Qué es, mi amor? No, no la apagues. No. No, que sí. Kelsey, bájate de ahí.
It's not my birthday, so it's not
Que sí. Baby.
Te vas a llevar algo.